Hello. So my name is Nicole K. Lundy. If you've never heard of me, I'm known as the Money Making Brand Strategist, and I'm also host of a fabulous show that you should check out, especially if you are a women entrepreneur, women in business, whatever you want to call yourself. But you are on the path to building an empire that completely 100% represents who you are. And for today's Ask Nicole question, it's coming in from Marnita Wiggins, also known as Nita J. The Brand of NitaJTheBrand.com. And her question is, what are the benefits of having a PR rep? Is it absolutely necessary? So first things first, it is not absolutely necessary, but you have to take a step back before you go into a pitching frenzy of what are the results you want PR to get you. Some of my clients say they want PR to get them, to help them leverage getting onto a big talk show. So say they want to get into on the Today Show, they want to do a feature in O Magazine, they want to get on a reality show. It really depends on what your goals are. If your goals are traffic, building your brand influence, solidifying your spot as the real deal person and leading brand in whatever your industry is, then that's a different plan. But either way, or any direction that you go, I do believe that these 6 resources can really help you to leverage and build your following and build your track record so that the bigger the media outlet that you start pitching, you have this arsenal of features that you have done from small to medium to large to local to national. And that's what's really important. And you could stack these on your press page, and your media kit, your press kit can look absolutely mind blowing. So my first resource is Huffington Post. Now, Huffington Post allows you to submit blogs and they have their editors approve them. I have a colleague who regularly submits to Huffington Post, and she's really positioned as one of the top leading educators in the personal finance space. Now, when I had a conversation with her behind the scenes on the opportunities that have come from being a Huffington Post blogger, she said that bigger media outlets check Huffington Post, and it has allowed her to leverage that, to get on MSNBC, The Today Show, and a few other big media outlets that she's on. It's also leveraged her for 2 Amazon best-selling books. So don't overlook Huffington Post, get on there, but also tie it back to your goals. Now, there's 2 publishing platforms that I highly recommend. One is Demand Studios. So Demand Studios controls the content for several big outlets, such as Livestrong, eHow.com. I shot several videos, maybe 10, when I was doing the beauty consulting business. But you can also submit your blog posts. You can also submit blog posts and other content that you produce and leverage that exposure and add it to your media arsenal and leverage it to pitch to bigger outlets. Blogger, very similar to Demand Studios, same kind of format. The big difference, I would say, and a disclaimer, I have not started using Blogger. We will start using that very shortly. But the biggest disclaimer I see is Demand Studios does not pay you for your features and what you submit. Blogger does. And I think it's a small nominal fee, but at least it compensates for something. I believe it's around $50. Entrepreneur.com. It's a pretty big outlet, and they cover several topics. I know for you, Nita J, you do a lot of social media training, and you work with entrepreneurs and helping people build wealth. So entrepreneur.com, there's also a space, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, where you can submit articles, submit an RSS feed, and wait for it to get approved. And that feature would be huge, and you can use that to leverage for other PR opportunities. Now, sort of a DIY approach, and you've probably heard me say this before if you've listened to me before. One is Harrow, which is healthyreporter.com, and the other one is radioguestlist.com. So both of these, when you sign up for their email list, they send you a curated list of people needing guests, expert opinions, expert quotes on something, and you can submit to them. It can be time intensive, but it's a perfect project for an intern. Now, when I went to college, public relations wasn't a very popular degree. I knew people who wanted to go in that direction, and they either studied something in communications or marketing or a combination of both. Nowadays, students are going to colleges that offer public relations, PR, whatever you want to call it, degrees, and these students need internships. I use internships.com, and I have hosted 3-month internships and have brought interns on to have, so that I have somebody dedicated on my team to pitch, book, a concentrated patch or period of interviews, features, various things. It depends on what my PR goals at that moment is, but it's a great resource. I personally use internships.com. I love recommending and teaching things and tools that I use in my business, but there's tons of other internship platforms out there, and you can check them out and sign up for whichever one that you like. So PR rep is not necessary, but if you want to get a lot of PR exposure, you kind of need a plan, because it can take up a lot of time if you let it, and it could be very systematic if you just approach it, strategically. So that is my A to your Q. Marnita, let me know if this answers your question. I will talk to you soon. This is Nicole K. Lundy. If you want to ask me a question, you have to join the group, the Posse. We're on Facebook, the Pretty and Profiting Posse group. Just type it in the search box, click join, and it'll be one of the best things you've ever done on Facebook. Bye.